Diamond, Diamond, Diamond Dave. That's all we hear now at House of Pain. But what happened last time when you stepped in the ring with me, hey? You were left there laying and I pinned you 1, 2, 3 in a tag match. And tonight, boy, it's going to be exactly the same. I'll see you out there.
House of Pain fans, welcome once again. This is episode 3 of Hot TV. Coming up on this episode, Diamond Dave Andrews and his former best friend Ritmo look to settle the score once and for all in our main event. But what's coming up first, Tony?
We got tag team action kicking off the show this evening. The Generation X, the Vegans, are taking on Brothers Rising. So let's take it up to the ring right now.
As you can hear, Tony, the rather odd music by V Generation X, they're not to everyone's tastes, shall we say.
Saying they're going to save pensioners, I think that's what it says anyway.
Save pensioners.
Not entirely sure how they're going to do that, but...
well, they're definitely dressed a bit erratically. They act very out there. Maybe I don't even know how to describe them. What's a word that you would use, Tony, to describe V Generation X?
Just plain strange, really. Yeah. I mean, it's not every day you see tag teams going to the ring dressed the way they are.
Well, they're definitely not going to get hit by a car on a dark night.
Absolutely not. No, could work to their advantage.
They're bringing out their opponents now. A new tag team to House of Pain Wrestling. Making their House of Pain TV debut, Kevin Neal, the Brothers Rising.
Very promising young tag team right there.
Yeah, it has been their absolute dream to be part of a wrestling company. You know, this taping, being on shows in front of a live crowd, okay? They're living the dream right now from when they were kids. Real life brothers, real life twins, if you can't tell by just looking at them.
Oddly enough, they haven't tried any twin magic in the matches yet, which is some rather shocked
Well,
about.
that's because the Brothers Rising stick to the rules.
Yes, this is
and
true.
the people that usually use twin magic are the rule breakers, so to speak.
Yeah.
Okay, and here we go, kicking off episode 3 of Hot TV with tag team action. Let's see who can win this match and rise up the ranks. As referee Kevin Redmond rings for the bell, you see Kev looking up with the dirtiest vegan, Rick Regan, as you see Kev get away, and Nick Hendricks trying to get the jump on Kev there, and you see the dirtiest vegan, Rick Regan, hurting his foot, kicking the bottom rope in frustration. Okay, but now you see Nick Hendricks calling in Kev's brothers, Neil Rising, Kev Rising,
Kev Rising,
Brothers Rising, all rising.
Incidentally, I did talk to Brothers Rising earlier today, and they said to me when they win this match, they're going to celebrate by ordering a large meat feast pizza.
Oh, tremendous. Man after my own heart, as you see Nick Hendricks whipping Neil into the buckle. In comes Hendricks, over Neil goes with a kip over, and big hip toss down to the mat. Okay, now the Brothers Rising.
Tag made.
Keeping Nick Hendricks on their half of the ring. Okay, double whip off the ropes, double back elbow, sending him down to the mat. And here comes Regan, ducking the clothesline, and a double hip toss on the dirtiest vegan. You knocked the celery out of him on that one, Tony.
Quite a lot of celery there. Rick Regan with a very questionable hairdo.
Oh, the headlock by Nick, stopping the momentum there.
Tag made by the looks of it. Yes, referee has spotted the tag.
Oh, and a big boot. A blind tag by V Generation X. And you can see the day is vegan. Rick Regan is incredibly happy with the fact that his team were able to outmaneuver the brothers Rising. Lack of experience there, not looking for the tag. As far as the brothers Rising are concerned, every match is a lesson, is a learning curve, whether they win or whether they lose. You see Neil outstretched, and a big headbutt by Regan, as you see Nick Hendricks opening up the rib cage. And up he goes for a body slam. Regan with the pin, and Kev kicking out just after one. He did not catch a 2 count. V-Generation X, they might be a little bit erratic, but they are a very good team. As you see, a back elbow from Kev, stopping Nick Hendricks. A waist lock by the Vegans. Hendricks off the ropes, and a massive clothesline. Stopping Kev Rising right in the middle of the ring. If Kev doesn't get the tag soon, he's in real trouble of losing this match. Oh, and a jawbreaker.
Mocking the brothers Rising. I don't think that's a good idea, to be honest.
A jawbreaker there. Kev going for the tag, but Nick holding the arm, not letting him get all the way to his corner. And you see a drop toe hold by Kev.
Tag made. Kev needs to make the tag. Not quite.
Oh, see, good tag team work.
Pretty smart on the part of Rick Regan, dragging his down opponent into their corner.
Good tag team work. The moment.
More dirty slaps to the head there, completely uncalled for.
The moment Nick Hendricks was in trouble, his first priority was to get his partner Rick Regan in the ring. Beautiful tag work, cutting the ring in half as they throw Kev to the corner. Kev moves out of the way, Vegan goes crashing. Oh! Toe hold right to the nether regions of Rick Regan, and Kev rolls and makes the tag to his brother Neil. He's in, he ducks, squashing the corner, back elbow, and an atomic drop.
Oh, he's on
Rick
fire.
Regan. Here comes the dirtiest Regan, Russian leg sweep.
Goes for the cover, 1, 2, and Regan breaks up the pin.
See, another rookie mistake, unfortunately, by Neil, not making sure that Regan was out of the ring before going for the pin.
Referee's trying his hardest to try and get some control in this match. It's not easy though. Tag made.
See, Neil's got Nick up for the fireman's carry type move. And here we go.
Oh,
a backbreaker and a drop kick to the side of the head. And V-Generation X take the win here on episode 3. The opening match, a huge win in the tag team division.
Well, it was a hard-fought battle for Brothers Rising. Remember, it is early days in their career. They've got a long journey ahead of them. Hopefully they'll learn something from this match. Not good tactics by V-Generation X, it's got to be said, but nonetheless they are the winners of this match.
Well, absolutely. Climbing the tag team ranks, as annoying as they may be with their bad dress sense, but the Brothers Rising have absolutely nothing to be ashamed of after a loss like that. Oh, and Tony, what we're going to do now is show the House of Pain fans something from earlier today. I caught up with Big Sam Spencer and the House of Pain middleweight champion, the absolute legend Danny Chase, because I had a few questions after what you all saw last week.
That was perfect. That was perfect. No winner means no number one contender. Now let me get you a tea.
Kettle's on. Take 12 sugars. Gentlemen, masterful game plan. I'm so impressed. I was watching. I was in awe. I assume you're going to tell me you had absolutely nothing to do with Sam attacking Davey and Dante.
I don't control him.
Oh man.
He's his home man.
And Big Sam, you like attacking people. Assume you're going to tell me you had nothing to do with attacking Tank a few weeks ago.
You got any evidence of that?
Right. You two might think you've got one over on the competition, but next week you now have 2 number 1 contenders, because you're going to defend your title against Dante Durden and Davey Thompson, and you're not getting off scot-free because you're going one-on-one with Riley Nova. Now enjoy your drink, gentlemen.
I'm not thirsty. No, you're not having a come on.
Damn it!
And up next on episode 3 of Hot TV is ladies action. As you see, the hyperactive, high-flying Tori Dean making her way to the ring.
The ever-lovable Tori Dean, very young lady early on in her career, full of enthusiasm and charisma. She's got a very bright future ahead of her. I can't wait to see her in action.
She has a very, very tall order in her opponent, okay, making her House of Pain Wrestling debut. Being brought to the ring by the Princess, Lexi Olivia. Anyone around the UK knows the name when they see the bat. It's the Poison Princess, Ivy.
This young lady has won countless championships up and down the country with Elite British Wrestling, Elevation. She's a Women of Steel Wrestling, Breed Wrestling. She's won multiple titles all over the place. She's very, very talented. Granted, might not have the right attitude, but clearly the attitude's been winning her title. So
well, can't deny her success, unfortunately. And unless that success disappears, she's not going to change her ways. I think if Tori Dean hasn't already seen that she is massively outnumbered in this match, even though it's supposed to be a one-on-one match, then she needs to reevaluate her game plan. Anyone that knows Ivy knows how loud she is.
oh, she certainly likes to run her mouth, that's for sure.
But a storied history as well between Ivy and referee Neil from the Sheffield wrestling scene.
And
So-
already she's running her mouth.
She's off. The motor mouth, maybe we should call her. The motor mouth Ivy. Tori, come on, what's Lexi Olivia doing? All right, get her down, ref. She's not supposed to be on the apron. She's not supposed to be up on the apron. Jumping up on the apron, trying to take a cheap shot on Tori, and Ivy's attacked Tori from behind.
I had a sneaky suspicion they had something up there.
Obviously, that is part of their game plan. As Tori comes off the ropes and sweeps Ivy, who drops down into a sleep and takes a drop kick from Tori Dean. Tori Dean now back in control, hopefully, after being blindsided through the legs of Ivy. Takes the legs into a front trip, walks across her back, and now
Tori
climbing
going
up to the second, jumping with a crossbody, taking it down, and a 2 count. A 2 count already. Tori Dean doing well against the super experienced Ivy, and now you see Lexi Olivia throwing the baseball bat into the ring.
Neil needs to do something about this.
What's she doing? And the referee taking the bat out of the ring, and Ivy throwing Tori down to the mat by the hair.
Dirty tactics by Ivy and Lexi.
Once again, misdirection on the part of Lexi Olivia, and Ivy.
Trying to
Up
go
she
for
goes,
a
she's
submission.
turning her over, going
like-
for some sort of Boston
managed to
Crab, and
reverse
Tori uses the momentum, turning the other way quickly to face plant Ivy down to the mat. But Ivy's back up. You're not going to keep Ivy down with a move like that.
You're going to have to try something a lot bigger than that to keep Ivy down.
Ivy now whipping Tori Dean back to the corner. You saw her bounce off the turnbuckles. And again, but she put a stop on and hit her back elbow this time. And Ivy returning fire with a forearm.
Looking to roll through on this one, rolls her through.
Now for a snapmare and a big kick to the back of Tori Dean.
That looks incredibly painful.
You saw the pained expression on Tori Dean's face as you see Ivy hooking the legs again, trying to turn her over all the way into a Boston Crab.
Submission.
Maybe if she can sit down a bit more, she might get the submission, but no, Tori Dean.
Ivy's got to break it, otherwise she's disqualified.
Have you ever seen Ivy break a submission on
Not
a
in my
rope
life.
break on the 1 count?
Never.
Okay, a known rule breaker all over the UK. She does what she wants unless the referee is with her. And a huge gut-wrench suplex. And Tori Dean still kicking out.
Ivy starting to get really frustrated now.
Well,
Tori Dean just will not stay down.
Maybe she took Tori Dean lightly, knowing that she was in the new category. Maybe she thought it was going to be a walk in the park, but Tori Dean has more heart and guts than most of the female wrestlers that I know. As you see a Japanese stranglehold, choking her with her own arms, it's almost an insult, like slapping someone with their own hand. As you see Tori Dean coming up, okay, powering her way out, okay, throws Ivy over. That's it, as she comes off the ropes, ducks a clothesline, gets the momentum, jumps on with a Lou Fez press, and
Some
now
big
she's clubbing
fists.
away.
Referee Neil trying to separate them.
And a ragdoll. So Tori Dean firing up, hitting the
Big
clothesline.
line. Here we go. Come on, Tori.
And another one. Ivy being thrown all over the shop on a third clothesline. Tori Dean down for the pin. And Ivy kicks out. Tori Dean's got to keep this pressure on. She can't give Ivy any space to survive. You see Tori Dean going for some sort of front face lock, maybe a DDT attempt or a suplex, but Ivy fights out of it, pounds away at the back with a few
Going for
clubbing
another
blows.
submission.
And now she's put the Boston Crab back on. And you see a tap out victory.
For Ivy.
A tap out victory for the Poison Princess Ivy. With a Boston Crab.
You got to give it to Tori Dean. She
Well,
put up one hell of an effort, but it just wasn't enough on this occasion.
Tori Dean survived the first Boston Crab and got to the ropes, but she could not survive the second one. The pain in the back just too much. As you see with Lexi Olivia.
The match is over and she's still running her mouth.
We have a loudmouth new addition to the House of Pain women's division in Ivy with a very impressive win. You see her leaving with her bat and her best friend Lexi Olivia through the curtain. House of Pain fans, we will be back in just a few moments.
I'm here backstage at House of Pain, and joining me is Lexi Olivia. I'm brand new to House of Pain. Ivy, welcome Ivy to House of Pain. You just won your first match against Tori Dean. Probably not the fairest of matches. What do you think?
Sarah, you know me better than anyone in this building. You know that I am the smartest, toughest, strongest, and biggest woman in any room that I walk into. And now, I'm all those things in House of Pain Wrestling.
Excuse me. Biggest, toughest, baddest, strongest? I don't think so. As long as I'm still in House of Pain, that's me, not you. I'll see you out there.
Ew, rude.
Ritmo, for the last few months, you've been a real pain in you've been a real thorn in my side. Tonight, for House of Pain, I'm going to take out that thorn, toss it aside, and show you who truly is the better man. I'll see you out there.
And it's main event time here on episode 3 of House of Pain TV Season 2. Introducing competitor number 1, Ritmo.
And a very different Ritmo to what some House of Pain fans are used to seeing. No smiling, no flash, just all attitude. A complete 180 from the Ritmo we used to know. But if you had watched season 1 of Hot TV, you would have seen him change as the season went on. And now this is the result, Tony.
Absolutely complete, as you say, a complete 180. Never seen this side of Ritmo before. He's going up against somebody they consider best friends. Very, very good friends. Now they have a long-running issue.
Well, again, if you had seen season 1, you saw the issue begin, but it did not finish. And we're hoping that the issue is resolved right here tonight in our main event. As you see, one of the most popular wrestlers on the House of Pain roster, Diamond Dave Andrews, make his entrance.
Former House of Pain heavyweight champion, one of the most popular, as you say, of the House of Pain roster. One of the nicest people you'll ever meet. A truly talented individual too. He's looking to put Ritmo away here tonight and get him to shut his mouth.
Well, if you saw season 1 when these two went one-on-one, it was super competitive. Almost two friends going at it. I don't think this match is going to resemble that one. I think we are in for quite the grudge match here tonight in our main event.
Referee Neil Ayrton's referee for this contest, checking over DDA.
Okay, ring the bell.
I'm pretty sure out of the two wrestlers, DDA is not the one that Neil Ayrton needs to be on his toes about. This different version of Ritmo, not above cheating, bending and breaking the rules. As you see a violent lockup, jockeying for position, pulling each other all over the ring, fighting around the ropes. Neither man wanting to give an inch. This is intense already, Tony, and we're already only about 15 seconds into the match. Neil Ayrton counting down the rope break, still locked in this lockup.
To break.
Break on the ropes.
You see Neil Ayrton, referee, calling for a clean break, and a surprising clean break there. I don't think this is quite about cheap shots just yet. Ritmo, definitely Ritmo, wanting to prove that he is the better wrestler than Diamond Dave Andrews. Maybe if he can't prove that, will lead into cheap shots later. And a big shoulder block, knocking down Diamond Dave right in the center of the ring. Hits the ropes. DDA with a knockdown, beautiful leapfrog, and a flying back elbow, sending Ritmo down to the mat.
Very quick one count there.
Well, Ritmo, he's not going to stay down from that. As you see him flip over onto his feet, but gets caught in a headlock.
Diamond Dave taking control now.
Well, Ritmo still very nimble on his feet. He's not a former three-time Full Throttle champion for nothing. He might have changed his attitude, but he can still fly with the best of them. As you see him go through Diamond Dave's legs, bypass him, and meets him with a big drop kick, using that agility we were just talking about.
You've got to believe Neil Ayrton's got to be extra vigilant in this match. We're not used to seeing this side of Ritmo, so we don't exactly know what kind of tactics he's going to use in this.
Well, the tactic he is currently using is he does not want Diamond Dave up on his feet. He knows DDA on his feet, extremely dangerous. And as soon as he kicked out of that drop kick and that pin attempt, he was on him with that chin lock. You see DDA returning fire with a jawbreaker, and now Russian leg sweep straight down to the mat.
Just a two there.
Well, it's gone from 1 to 2. He only needs to hold him down for one more second as DDA, and now returning with a chin lock of his own all the way down to the mat. It's all about control, it seems, at the moment, Tony.
Absolutely, trying to wear Ritmo down. I think this could be a good tactic on behalf of DDA.
Well, the offense has jumped back and forth. Both men have been in control of this match in equal parts, but both men aren't letting this advantage slip. As you see, Ritmo gets back to his feet, but DDA violently takes him back down.
Oh, scrape in the face, completely uncalled for there.
There you see the cheap shot that I referenced to earlier. And he head scissors him straight into the top turnbuckle. Ritmo obviously now fed up with being out wrestled by Diamond Dave Andrews, now goes to the cheap shots after that eye rake. But DDA returning fire with that back elbow and a boot to the face. That's a teeth loosener. DDA to the corner off the second.
Oh, and he misses the back elbow. Ritmo well ahead of the game, they knew exactly what was coming.
Well, situations like that, Tony, that shows how well these two wrestlers know each other. You're going to have to pull something out of the bag that you normally don't, because the other wrestler will have you so scouted, being a former friend. And that flying back elbow off the second rope, Ritmo had scouted to a T, and a violent landing by Diamond Dave Andrews.
Closed fist.
Come on, referee, get in there with those closed fists. You see Ritmo putting Diamond Dave down and dropping a knee right to his back. and a double knee drop. That knee to the back was a move frequently used by the man, one of the men who trained Ritmo in Malicious, Paul Malin. It seems that Ritmo is bringing out his malicious side here in the main event of Hot TV.
See, one thing about Ritmo is that although he's got that hard-hitting nature, he's also got a lot of speed behind him. So you've got to think, Diamond Dave's got to try and wear Ritmo down a bit so he can't use that speed to his advantage.
Well, one thing's for sure, House of Pain fans have seen both of these men go through war after war after war. They're going to have to pull something very special out of the bag to keep the other man down here tonight. Ritmo in firm control, pulling Diamond Dave up to his feet, launches him across the ring, but Diamond Dave over the top, and then over the top,
and
now
there's the back elbow. Well done, Diamond Dave.
So he normally has a very distinctive way to get into that back elbow that I've never seen Diamond Dave go into that back elbow that way before, but it proves the point I just made, that you have to go in to your signature moves in different ways when you're in there with someone who knows you so well. And a big kick to the face of Ritmo, straight up to the top.
Oh, and a
big
drop
missile
kick.
drop kick, but did that land in take just as much out of Diamond Dave as it did Ritmo.
Turn Ritmo inside out. He's breathing in pain on the canvas there. Diamond Dave's got to take advantage of this.
Now they are both up, but they're both slow to get up as Diamond Dave goes for that DDT. Ritmo going for a punch and getting dropped on his face with a flatliner.
Oh, and a very close kick out there.
Ritmo survives, close. Big kick out. Diamond Dave, you can see on his face, slight frustration setting in. He can't take his eye off the ball right now. He has to stay on Ritmo. He has to put him away pretty soon. He can't give him any recovery time.
I think Diamond Dave's going to look to finish this one right now.
I think he's thinking.
He's thinking 3 little letters. Oh, he's not going to do it.
Oh, a brutal counter there by Ritmo.
Oh,
just a straight shot straight to the face and a spinning back kick by Ritmo. Knocking down Diamond Dave, who returns with one of his signature double chops. Ritmo meets him with an enziguri, full speed, off the ropes, and a beautiful flying knee.
Surely that's got to knock Ritmo out for 6. Referee Neil starting his 10 count. Both wrestlers have to get to their feet before 10.
It turned Ritmo inside out, but you can see how much this match has taken out of both wrestlers. Both of them are down. Neither man can get the advantage. And Diamond Dave struggling to get to his feet, but he is the first man up. And in a situation like this, it means he definitely has the advantage as he follows up with a knee to the stomach, a kick to the face, and a flipping neck breaker on Ritmo. And now you can see the fire and intensity coming out of Diamond Dave Andrews as he's lining up his final big shot. He's going to go for it all. Let's see what Ritmo can do. He catches him, sit down power bomb.
That looked like a real stinger there for Diamond Dave Andrews, rolling over to the side.
You can see instinct, that's championship instinct, Tony. He got hit with a huge blow, and his first priority was to get over to the ropes.
Get to safety.
Not knowing if he could kick out. Ritmo going for an enziguri.
Oh.
Both men having each other scouted one more time as he drags him through the ropes. And drops him with a brutal DDT.
I think that could very well be it. But Ritmo's not going straight for the cover there.
This is a big mistake, Tony. This is a big mistake on Ritmo's part. He might have had him for the 3 count there. He could have been the better man and won the match. But what point is he proving here? What point is he trying to prove? It's not that he is better than Diamond Dave Andrews, because that means he would be going for the win. Maybe he just wants to hurt Diamond Dave, but either way, I think this is a huge mistake.
Look, Diamond Dave through.
Big mistake.
Huge mistake by Ritmo. He should have covered him straight away, but Diamond Dave Andrews picks up the win with a pinfall. Very, very quick there. He's not a former heavyweight champion for nothing, Sticks.
That is a huge win for Diamond Dave Andrews, and a huge loss for Ritmo. I think he is going to be regretting his decision to not try and win the match when he had the chance. Diamond Dave Andrews finishes up this rivalry possibly with a big win over his former friend Ritmo. Caught him off guard.
Diamond Dave really rubbing it into Ritmo. Ritmo's really not happy about that result. Nevertheless, the winner of the match, Diamond Dave Andrews.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was a fantastic main event to finish off episode 3 of Hop TV. We hope you've enjoyed this episode. We will see you next time.
Stay safe, guys.